The Great War, through a London child's eye.
November 12th, 1920. 2 whole years since Armistice Day. The most joyful day I can ever remember. Celebrations and fireworks and smiling happy faces for once. It was wonderful. The anniversary has become an important event. Yesterday, Sid and I attended a tremendous remembrance parade at the new stone Cenotaph, dazzling with flags and wreaths, strong and white in the sun, a great monument to the fallen.
Portland stone. They said it cost over £7,000.
It's a fine monument. How proud the men look as they march.
Your father couldn't be tempted out for the parade then?
No, I think he'd find it too painful. He can't even look at his uniform, far less put it on and begin to march. He's a little better, but his thoughts are still so troubling.
A carriage went past, drawn by 6 of the most beautiful horses. It was solemnly carrying a lone coffin draped in the Union flag. It came to rest in front of the cenotaph.
Who's in that casket? Some top brass, I suppose. That's the Royal Horse Artillery. They don't buff up those nags for just anyone.
No, that's the unknown soldier. Don't you remember? There's nothing to bury of so many of the men. They were simply blown to bits or too badly injured to be identifiable. So they chose one such fellow to represent the many. He's getting a grave in Westminster Abbey with a fine tombstone. They're going to have a guard of honour on the way. 100 of those with Victoria Crosses, no less. The bravest of the brave.
So it could be anyone inside that casket. Perhaps it's my old dad in there. He never did turn up.
We fell silent at 11 to remember. I bowed my head, but I could see that Sydney was not smiling anymore. He'd lost so much.
Don't you think the new cenotaph is magnificent? A wonderful permanent memorial to the fallen.
It's big, I'll give you that. But, well, it's an empty tomb. That's literally what cenotaph means. You told me, it's no match for soldiers having their own graves back here near home, is it? Last year, it was made of wood. It wasn't meant to last. I thought it was just there until each man had been laid to rest under their own cross. But now it's made in stone. Makes me think they've decided it will do. Empty. It's not right.
But that's just it, isn't it? It's a symbol. A powerful symbol. Many families don't have a grave to visit locally because so few of the bodies of the fallen came home.
Whose fault is that? Lloyd George has gone and decided to forget the lot of them. Leave them rotting where they are.
But there's just too many bodies to bring back. It would take years.
But why not some? Why can't they give a few mothers comfort at least?
But if they bring back some, but not all, whose would they choose? Those closest to Blight in a train? Those of officers? Those rich enough to pay for the transfer themselves? Piles and piles of bodies would attract the worst diseases too. I was reading that they'd more than likely have to put them in mass graves wherever...
Shut up. It's all right for you, Edward. Your father might be sick, but at least he's with you. You don't understand. Only folk like us do.
Sid, come back.
Sydney was so angry. At me, at the government, at God even. To have lost his dear brother and never being able to lay the body to rest made it hard to lay his grief to rest. I've seen how remembrance is different for everyone. Some, like Father, don't want to remember at all. For many of the families on the parade, remembrance was about respect for the fallen. It can give comfort, but can cause pain too. In time, perhaps all the wounds will heal.
The Great War, through a London child's eye. Supported by the National Lottery through the Heritage Lottery Fund. Read Edward's diary at funkid5.com/Great War.